Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. Today we begin the book of Acts. And the book of Acts is really just a continuation of the book of Luke that we just completed. And it's good that we are reading these two books together because, they're seen by many scholars and just people in general to be, volume 1 and volume 2 really of the same work, both written by Luke. And there's a lot of themes that run through Luke that travel right through the book of Acts as well. And one of those themes is the theme of the temple. Very early in the book of Luke, we found the temple being in the forefront, both with John the Baptist, the promise given of John the Baptist, and everything around him, and then also with Jesus, with the prophecies that are spoken over him. The temple is really brought to the forefront, more so than probably some of the other Gospels. And we find now in the book of Acts a new temple being established, the Holy Spirit being poured out, Christ now having been glorified and seated at the right hand of the Father. He's poured out the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit now indwells the church, and the church now becomes the temple of the living God, as 1 Corinthians chapter 3 brings out. And this new temple is different. It's not a stationary temple. It's not a temple, set in stone in Jerusalem, where people have to travel to it to worship the Lord and to offer up sacrifices and to get near to the presence of God. But now it's in living persons. It's a living temple that now, instead of just stay stationary and has people come to it, it goes out to them and goes out into a hurting world. And that's another one of the themes here early in the book of Acts, is that these apostles, these people who would be filled with the Holy Spirit, were going to go out. They were going to go out, they were going to start in Jerusalem and then go out into Judea and Samaria and to the remotest parts of the world and contact the world and bring the presence of God everywhere that they go and make an impact on the world, not by waiting for the world to come to them, but by them going out to the world and sharing the gospel, the message of the kingdom, healing the sick, rendering aid to those who need help. They were going to be on the move and really touching people with the presence of God, which is important for us to remember. That now that the temple is the church, now that we are the temple of the living God, both individually and collectively, it ought to be that we're on the move too. That we don't just stay stationary, just enjoying the presence of God for ourselves and just kind of staying put, but that we go out into a hurting world. God has filled us with his presence, not just for our own enjoyment, but for the betterment of the people around us, to go out and make a difference, to go out and be the hands and feet of Jesus, to bring the love of Jesus to other people, and to go out into the hurting world and render aid and help to those who are who have, maybe disadvantaged or unfortunate in their circumstances, and they need help and things like that. We need to go out to the world and reach a hurting world out there. And hopefully we'll remember that we have the presence of God again, so that we can go out into a dark, hurting world and bring hope and bring healing and to bring a brighter picture of the future for this world. And hopefully we'll be encouraged to do that as we read the book of Acts, where we really see it demonstrated by the early church. So these are some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.